Hi everyone, I'm Patrick and I'm going to be talking about vehicle to grid today. To give you some background, electric vehicles are seeing a huge growth around the world. In 2010, there was around 17,000 electric vehicles on the road, and that number in 2019 was around 7.2 million. And the graph on the left actually shows the projected growth of EV sales and EV sales share in the US up to the year 2028. And you can see every year that number getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But there are issues associated with electric vehicles, and these two graphs can help explain that. Since electric vehicles require electricity to drive, they have to be charged. And the graph on the right shows the typical electricity demand of electric vehicles. And you can see these two giant bumps, and this is associated with people charging when they get to work and when people get home from work. And the left graph shows typical daily charging profiles for electricity demand in the Mid-Atlantic, depending on the month. And you can see that different months cause different electricity demands, and you can see July is highest because of the AC being used. But just imagine these huge peaks being added to the graph on the left, thus making the total amount of electricity demanded higher, which in turn makes the grid more unstable and also makes electricity prices higher. Now, vehicle to grid is actually a solution to this problem. So EVs are great because they're basically mobile battery units. And a full electric vehicle in a vehicle to grid system, a battery could be discharged in times of high demand to hopefully lower these peaks. And you would actually get paid as the vehicle owner if your vehicle were to be discharged up to a safe amount to lower these demands. And it's also great because renewables typically generate the most amount of electricity in times of low demand, so wind at night and solar during the day. And so electric vehicles can actually be charged with this excess amount of energy, and later on that energy can be used again to lower these peaks. And this vehicle to grid has already been used in places like Denmark and also in San Diego. There are potential problems. This is no silver bullet. There's battery degradation, lack of standardization, energy loss every time you charge and discharge, and monetarily at the moment it may not be entirely worth it because of taxes and because of the battery degradation issue. If you're having to replace your electric vehicle battery later on and earlier, this may make all the gains that you make not entirely worth it. In terms of sustainability, I think this vehicle to grid ties directly to 3 and 7. 7 because it results in more clean energy being used and also decreases the amount of demand, thus making electricity more affordable. And also 3 because more EVs will be used hopefully with this technology, resulting in less gas-powered vehicles and thus making the air cleaner because less CO2 polluting cars will be on the road. That is vehicle to grid. Here are my sources. Thank you so much.